had a really hard time picturing what my child would be like.
I kind of had a picture of this little boy in my mind. I had been dreaming about a little boy. I knew I was going to have a boy. Kyle suggested I take a pregnancy test when he said cramps may be a sign of pregnancy. I was like, no, that's not true. I took a dollar store pregnancy test. It was positive. I was like, no, that's fake. It's a lie. It's only $1. I just was convinced I was not pregnant.
I don't know if she believed it until he was finally born. It hit kind of slowly, the news that he had a cleft. They did the whole ultrasound. They told us the gender. Things were going great. The lady who did the ultrasound said, okay, things look good. I'm going to send in the doctor. Just a minute. Doctor came in and sat down and said, everything looks great. He looks really healthy. But, and at that moment, we got kind of concerned and worried. What is this but? Why does she have to say but? That means there's a problem.
It's not a question of like what happened, it's a question of what didn't happen. Hi. Hi, bud. Yeah. Yeah. I love you. I think one of the things during my pregnancy I was worried about was that I wasn't gonna love him immediately. That I think that was something that was really hard for me. But I loved him immediately. I remember as they put him on my chest, I had prepared myself for the worst, a wide cleft, and I was a little shocked to see him for the first time, you know. But I also wasn't, in a way. I just thought, yeah, like this is my baby. He has a cleft lip. So the lip adhesion is where they sew the segments together, the lip segments together, so when they do the final lip repair, or they make it look all pretty and good, there's not as much tension. So there's multiple purposes for tension, and then also to mold the facial structures.
I've always been the type of person to consider every possible outcome of anything, so I was starting to get really worried about a lot of even trivial things. What if the anesthesia goes wrong? What if the surgery doesn't work? What is he gonna look like? What if this changes his behavior? What if he won't smile or eat after? So I thought all of these things. We both sort of had this feeling that he was just going to be a different baby after it was over. And that scared me because we loved him exactly as he was. With a nice doctor. Oh, it's so good. You want to take your pants off? You want to take this? You want it?
We'll take care of him. We will. There, that'll make him happier.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah,
we'll take great care of him. That's what kisses.
Bye. Love you.
We'll see you when you wake up.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you. You know, it feels like we've taken the first step. It doesn't feel all over because we know there's another one coming in January, and another one when he's a year old, and who knows when they'll ever be over, but
I don't think it'll get any easier.
The evening of the third day, I kind of noticed that one of the left side of his lip there was a little gap, and I thought, oh, maybe just the inflammation has gone down, you know, the swelling has gone down, so there's just a little bit more of a space.
when she says that we started to see separation, it was only where the nostril meets the skin. We could see a little bit of a separation there. And at first we were sort of in disbelief, thinking, no, this isn't coming apart. It's just how it's supposed to look. They're not fixing the lip yet, so it's normal that there's some separation. But by the next morning, it was clear that something was really wrong, at least on one side. Mm-hmm. And by the time we saw the doctor the very next day, both sides were completely separate and back to how it was before the surgery. What was hardest for me was trusting that the next procedure would go well. I didn't blame any of the physicians. I didn't blame the doctors. I didn't blame anybody. I just was worried that it wouldn't work even the second time.
Is that a music box? That's kind of like...
You guys get your kisses? It's okay.
Yeah, go ahead and take him as long as he's breathing.
It's okay, yeah. You're okay, you got yourself worked out. You got yourself worked out.
Hey Clark, don't be sad. This is gonna go away, I promise. Pretty soon you'll be back to your normal happy self. Pretty soon. I know it's miserable right now and you don't know what's going on. But you're gonna be better. And someday you're gonna be happy for it.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, I've always been a huge fan of Superman, and I grew up loving Superman and still to this day have probably a little too much Superman for a grown man, but we partially named Clark because he's going to be our little Superman, and so far that's been the case. He he's been a fighter. He learned how to eat. He learned how to survive, and we hope that he'll continue to live up to that name. Clark, I just can't begin to tell you how excited we are to have you in our family. We know that you've got a long, difficult road ahead, and that by the time you see this and understand what we're saying, you'll have passed through a lot more difficult things than most children your age will have gone through. But we can already tell that you're a fighter, that you're a strong little boy, and that you're ready to overcome whatever difficulties come your way. We will be with you every step of the way, and want you to know that we'll be here for the rest of your life. Whenever you need us, we're going to be here to help you. And we already respect you and admire everything that you are, and I know that you're going to become an outstanding man someday. I can't wait to see who you become.
And in addition to what your dad has said, I just want you to know that I wouldn't change you at all. That I hope that even with how many surgeries and how difficult it may be, that this, you'll know that this is who you are, and it doesn't define you, and that you are loved completely by so many people. And that's all.